Michael Carrick has just been named Premier League Manager of the Month, and while that alone doesn't guarantee the permanent job, it signals something bigger. 5 games, 4 wins, and 1 draw. And it's not a huge sample, but in football, momentum and confidence are contagious. And if you watch Man United under Carrick, you can see the difference. This team is winning with structure, controlling matches, and actually entertaining. The Old Trafford crowd can feel it, and so can the players. Something fundamental has shifted, and Carrick is at the center of it. Man United are no longer playing reactionary football. Under Carrick, United are controlling possession intelligently, taking teams down with purpose, dominating big Premier League sides instead of just surviving, and maintaining defensive stability while staying attack-minded. Look at the results. Wins against City, Arsenal, Spurs, and Fulham were not flukes. United outplayed those teams. And it's not just about goals, it's about how they win. Carrick has implemented a system that balances structure and freedom, allowing players to make decisions without chaos. That is a huge step forward compared to previous seasons. Take Bruno Fernandes. Under Amorim or previous managers, Bruno often carried the team on his back, forced into decision-making under pressure and sometimes frustrated by unclear roles. Under Carrick, he's calmer and more confident. His movements are more intelligent. He is given defined creative freedom. He knows when to take risks and when to maintain structure. Remember the Spurs match where Bruno switched positions mid-game with Amad Diallo? Carrick didn't panic. He didn't micromanage or restrict him entirely. He explained the rules. He clarified boundaries, and this is coaching, not just hope. The trust within structure is what keeps top players performing at their peak. Then there's Kobbie Mainoo, another perfect example of Carrick's approach. Mainoo is playing consistently in his natural position. He's protected in this system, and he's allowed to develop without pressure or overexposure. It's rare to see young players thrive immediately at United when they haven't played for a long time. Carrick isn't just managing the first team, he's nurturing talent while maintaining results, and that combination is hard to find. Then there's Carrick's handling of Benjamin Sesko, which has been masterful. Sesko hadn't started every match. He also hasn't been sidelined or demotivated. He's been strategically brought on in games where he can impact outcomes. The result is 2 crucial goals against Fulham and West Ham, turning matches around. Carrick is proving that you don't need to start a player every week to make them feel essential. Confidence, clarity, and timing matter just as much as minutes on the pitch. Man United fans aren't blindly supporting Carrick. Polls show overwhelming support. Over 45% of fans say he should be permanent, far ahead of any other candidate. Comments online are unanimous. Carrick has brought the magic back. Give him a chance, but don't bring in a big name. We are playing like ourselves again. The atmosphere at Old Trafford is different. Players and fans feel belief returning, a rare commodity for United in recent years. And that backing is powerful because a manager needs both results and the dressing room behind him to succeed long term. Now let's talk about the context beyond Old Trafford. When Carrick was first appointed, there was a number of heavy-hitting names linked to the job. Oliver Glasner, Enrique, Tuchel, Ancelotti, De Zerbi, out of which Oliver Glasner has essentially ruled himself out with public statements. Tuchel has signed a 4-year deal with England, and Ancelotti has also confirmed an extending of his contract with Brazil. In other words, the high-profile alternatives are disappearing fast. This is critical. If Carrick continues to deliver top 4 form and improves the team's performances, who else is realistically available? That managerial market is shrinking and the options are limited. Let's be honest, if Carrick finishes the season strong, Champions League qualification secured, performances consistent and plays thriving, the alternatives are not convincing. Julian Nagelsmann, still tied at Germany, is unlikely to leave mid-cycle. Luis Enrique, who's at PSG, is already successful and possibly extending a contract. There are also chances he might leave, but it is very unlikely that he will come to United. Beyond that, the rest are either too risky or unproven in the United environment. In short, if it's not Carrick, the options are pretty weak, and that's why the conversation is changing rapidly. Carrick isn't asking for the permanent role, but what he's doing is improving player performances, rebuilding confidence, managing games with authority, and restoring Old Trafford's aura. He's making it extremely hard for United to ignore him. The final question will come down to results over the next few months. If United secure Champions League qualification and continue to play well, Carrick will not just be an interim manager, he'll be the obvious candidate for the long-term role. Michael Carrick isn't just a temporary fix, He's a genuine contender for the permanent job. Can he keep this momentum, or will the squad continue to thrive under him? And will United finally make a decision that aligns with long-term stability? Let me know what you think. Can Carrick be the right man for Man United? Please let me know in the comments and like this video.